Yes, this incredible conversation will continue, Mzansi, but also what's going to continue is us cooking in the kitchen and sharing something special for you. And of course, if your mood has been sort of disorientated from this conversation, then don't worry, we've got something perfect to boost it right now, and that is, of course, with a hearty meal. Coming at you, of course, right now, that hearty meal as promised, and it's time to do exactly that. And we're going to be putting a twist on that ordinary bolognese dinner for the whole family to enjoy. And that is with our heartwarming Clover fresh milk, sausage, and mushroom ragu. Yes, it sounds delicious, and trust me, it actually is. And it's also perfect for the winter warmer meal that we all so much are craving right now. And it's also versatile. You can serve it, you can store it, and you can make it for tomorrow. It doesn't matter, because everything that we're doing now is going to tick every single box when it comes to good taste, good food. You want good company as well? This is the meal that you can serve. And here to show us how is Jenny Morris in the building.
Oh,
yes, honey, how you doing this morning?
I'm good, honey, I'm home.
I've always noticed you always put a lot of subtle attention to your look, and I'm noticing the earrings and the lip match this morning. So well played. I absolutely love it. But let's get to the good stuff and the thing that you are even better at, and that's obviously cooking.
I'm better at more than cooking, but we'll stick to the stove.
We'll leave that list for later, right?
We'll romance the stove. Okay,
cool,
so
we're making something good, hearty, and I think for a lot of people that need a mood lifter, this is exactly it, right?
It really does tick all the boxes. So what I've got here is, I've got some butter and some onions, and I've got some garlic in here. And what I want to do is just sort of get that garlic to release and give me its beautiful aroma. I love that stinking rose, I have to tell you. It's the best thing
You call it a stinking rose?
Yes, it's a nickname.
I like that.
The stinking rose.
That's very appropriate, actually, because it really does smell good, especially when you cook it with it.
Oh,
At first, though, you're like,
ugh. No, I love the aroma when you cook with it. Some people, it just oozes out of the, oh, look here, it's raining Italian herbs. And I'm going to put the dry herbs in now, because I want to also, once again, just release. They take a little bit longer to release.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll always use a little bit less of the dry.
But putting it in early means you can start pulling out more of the flavor. Get it absorbing with the oil, or sorry, the butter and the onion, right?
And we've got some mushrooms. Now, if you were vegetarian, at this point you could use lentils instead of the sausage meat.
Okay, of
course. And the Italians love sausage meat. I have to make a lovely fennel sausage, which for me is absolutely delicious.
You've actually thought about that. That sounds delicious, actually.
It's gorgeous.
Okay. But again, like you said, obviously, there's so many other meat-free alternatives as well when it comes to this. I mean, you can probably throw in some soy mince or something else. But, I mean, either way, it's going to taste good, because that base that you created, I think, with that garlic and
flavor.
Anything is going to start absorbing and pulling that flavor in, because there's so much of it as well.
And a lot of people think, and this is my hero.
Ah, yes, of course.
Darling.
Clover, at its best.
At its best.
Of fresh fulkin, which you're obviously probably going to add into this?
I'm going to add it to my meat. Now, you'll find there's quite a few Italian dishes where they cook their meats. Sometimes pork, sometimes veal. They actually cook it in milk.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What's the reason for that? Tenderness?
Tenderness, beautiful flavor. So I'm going to put half a cup of milk in this.
And while you do put the half a cup of goodness in, let me talk to you about that goodness, because it's the Clover fresh milk that you are putting in. And that's when you get that superior quality, and with every single liter. And it's also helping you to give your family nothing but the best. And that's thanks to the Triple Protect technology. So it's like having a cow in your backyard with Clover fresh milk. It stays fresh for up to 18 days, and also adds Clover fresh milk to your mince. That's preventing the mixture from becoming dry, and also adds a little bit of dose of nutrients to the mix as well. And on top of that, like we spoke about now, there's so much flavor in this dish, and that's really going to start bringing it all together. It's going to start absorbing it, and it's going to make this Clover dish that much more magic. And I can see that process happening right now in the pan. It's looking like it's all coming together. Jenny, how's it?
Absolutely. Now, just think about it. I mean, you make a white sauce, you need Clover milk.
Yes,
you need all that stuff.
Yes.
Now, some lovely chunky tomatoes. What you can do is you can take the skin of your tomatoes and grate them, but you can also open a can. You can cheat with a can, absolutely.
I like that. We press for time that you got your option there.
And then this beautiful, look at it, it's lovely homemade chicken soup. It's like jelly. I call it soup. It's stock, actually, but it's just so wholesome. I want to drink it.
It's got all that good collagen in there.
Absolutely.
Of course, Mzansi, you're wanting this recipe inspiration, you're wanting to show off today, then you can get this recipe at expressoshow.com. Jenny Morris is just putting it all together. Ragu is what it's called, essentially, right?
It's a ragu.
Ragu.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like
Italianos like a ragu.
my side of the world might call it a bit of a smoky in a sense, but like a very fancy version of it, right? And it's anything that involves that. It's just, for me, it's just a flavor sensation because, like you said, when you start using those herbs early in the game, start cooking it up, you get all that good stuff. And it seems to have like more flavor the longer it sits, right?
The longer it sits. You know, you said something when we started cooking about you can have it tomorrow. It's even better tomorrow. So cook today for tomorrow.
Nice.
Or make lots and freeze little boxes of it.
A whole week of Ragu. Mzansi, I hope you enjoyed this. Jenny Morris, thank you so much. I'm going to put my plate and, put this plate in my mouth along with the food on it, of course. But if you want to get some of this inspiration, because I know you're feeling jealous right now because you can't taste this, don't worry. The recipe, again, is at expressoshow.com and all the recap for you. If you want to know how to make this, then check it out. Got you covered, man.
I'll go. Sawona mhle.
Oh, he's back.
Oh. Move way.
Clover fresh milk.
Made with love by Clover.